The matter of the abuses towards referees, particularly in grassroots and youth football, this is something that we need to consider. You probably remember a couple of years ago I spoke of a cancer that could kill football. I'm still convinced that it's not understandable that in youth matches parents
ignored it, and they've been like that's
but because the Haaland pool then
it's not changed. It's not had a material impact in the game had the second offence not taken place. And again, the crux of the matter is the game was not dead at that point. Yeah. Technically, with 15.
Listen, you're 100% right, but I think all of those things that we're talking about that people have said was straight after the game, and I can assure you, I had to do a digital. I was angry.
Oh.
And I had all kinds of stuff going through my head.
Common theme.
And that's when I came out with they should just have.
Oh.
They should have cancelled each foul out, blah, blah, blah.
Do you want to go back and do it again?
But now that the dust is settled...
Post-match press conference, you're angry.
Well, it is. So you've got
edit that bit on
YouTube. You say things straight after the game that had you been given half an hour or an hour to calm down and then think about it rationally, then you would see a different thing.
Well, Slot said in his press conference afterwards, look, if you're going to send Szoboszlai off for the red card for denying a goal-scoring opportunity, then Gay should have been sent off as well for doing the same on Salah earlier in the game. Where do you stand on this, Stevie? Is this a red card?
I don't understand how it's not given a red card. That reads a goal-scoring opportunity. So it has to be a red. There's not one argument you can give me that will tell me to change my mind.
Frank?
I totally agree with Stevie, but I think what the referee just saw is that Diaz maybe had an opportunity to disturb Salah. I think the only reason why they didn't put the red card on Gay, because that was a fair one, deserved one, and there was nothing to complain about. And I agree with you. I don't think Diaz could have interfered. It was too late. He was too far away, maybe. But I think the referee in the booth, they thought that he was capable of going there and again disturb Salah to and avoid the goal.
So don't blame the referee, Craig Pawson here. He's got 100 things to think.
Stevie was blaming him when he called me up, I promise.
Aye, absolutely, yeah.
No, well, you got to look at the VAR to help him out.
But he's the referee. He's in charge, right?
Right.
He should be going and looking at that himself. He's the guy who makes the decision. Yeah, he should be the one who makes the final decision.
Yes, but that's not up to him to go and look at it. He's waiting for the instruction to go and look at it from the VAR. And I know what they'll say, and I agree with you. The more you look at it, it's 100% likely that Mo Salah's going to get a strike away. What they'll try and say is the angle was such that it wasn't a clear goal scoring, and they'll come up with something like that.
They'll make a story.
But I do think, on reflection, it looks like that should have been a red. But that's where the VAR, and that's the same thing with the Doku, the Dallo challenge in Doku the other week. Slightly different scenario. But the referee should have been allowed to go and check that at the monitor. Craig Pawson should have been allowed to have 30 seconds to go and make his own decision whether he thought Diaz was going to get across and get there first. But he wasn't allowed to do that. So effectively, too often we're having the game refereed from the VAR booth back in London, rather than the official who's thinking about a free kick, who's thinking, was it in or outside the box? Where did the pull stop? He's looking at all that. He's not looking. Don't forget when he's refereeing the game here, he's got his eyes on that so intensely, he's not looking at Diaz. So he's not seen Diaz. Really, he's not, because he's looking at a shirt pull, he's looking at the line. He needs the guy in London to say to him, go and have a look at this and make an informed decision.
Is the Salah one worth a discussion from the first half?
I agree.
If it's given, you don't have a problem with it.
It's certainly something you're not just turning a blind eye to and going, oh, that's ridiculous, that's a dive.
So the easiest way to do it, if you put your hands on somebody, right, you're asking the referee to make a decision.
Correct.
And that's what as a defender, the last thing you want to do is relying on the referee making the right decision for you.
Frank?